You wanna talk some fun stuff?
Yeah. Let's just talk
All
about like
right.
whatever. So
Well,
Olga,
no.
why don't you drink?
Well, Sam, I don't drink because honestly, I don't like the way it makes me feel afterwards. Like I don't like to have my brain loose, and in
I
many
understand.
cases, I feel like my body does not take it very well, and I just don't like to be not in control of Olga. Like I don't
Yeah,
like to be
yeah.
that
I
loosey
respect
goosey,
it. I
and
respect it. Yeah.
I feel like I am a figure of. You want to really go that deep?
Yeah. Let's go
Well,
deep. Let's go
let's go
really deep.
deep. Okay, so daytime, I am not only a realtor, but I also, in many occasions, take care of my mom,
Okay.
and I also take care of my mother-in-law,
Okay.
and I
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
take care of my granddaughter,
Yeah. You're a
and
caregiver.
I also take care of my family. And pretty much when I go food shopping, if you want to go that deep, I take care of my mother-in-law, and I take care of my mom, and I take care of my kids. So in the end of the day, I wear too many hats,
Yeah, I like it.
and in the end of the day, I want to be very laser focused.
Right.
So this way, I don't get myself off track. I like to stay very, very concentrated on my goals, my to-do list, and how is it that I personally can improve Olga every single day so I could deliver my
Yeah.
best Olga to my clients, to my kids, to my mom, to my family, and everyone that gets the privilege
I love it.
of
I love
being
it.
around
I
Olga.
have to say, I respect it so much because it's like everybody today thinks they have to go out and drink to have a good time, but you
No,
don't. You
no.
don't, and it actually makes you a healthier person. You feel better. So I have a lot of respect for you that you don't, and I think that's awesome. And I think that people should know that because it's a good character trait when
Thank
someone
you.
doesn't need to alter the way that their brain
No,
to be social and to be,
no,
and to
no.
just be out there talking to people, working, taking care of your family. So I think that's awesome.
Thank you. Well, Sam, I will tell you this another little secret. I have a huge structure in my schedule. Like, especially nowadays,
Yeah, so how do you run your day? Do you work off like a calendar? Do
I
you
have a
do like
calendar. I move and maneuver my calendar depending on what comes into life based on the priorities. But I do have set appointments already lined up for like weeks and months up front.
but are you like a pencil and paper person or
No,
are you
no,
all
no.
digital?
It's in my phone. It is on my
So
calendar
you
on
work
my
off like your
phone.
Outlook calendar.
Yes, I
So do you
have.
put your personal things in your Outlook calendar too so you can time block
Absolutely,
for that stuff?
absolutely. Because I maneuver my personal life around my business, and it comes as a priority.
Right.
Like for example, I'm gonna give you a simple example. Like a lot of people ask me, Olga, how do you stay so structured?
Right.
And for me, like I'm gonna go backwards a little bit, starting from let's say Fridays. Fridays for me personally, it's the day where I do the whole recap of the week.
So you'll sit down and go over your future week or the week you just had.
The week I had.
And you'd say what? You talk about like what kind of things made you
So let me,
successful, what things
yes.
didn't make you successful.
So it's very interesting that you brought this up. So I would go and meet with my team. I have three different type of professionals that I meet weekly, non-negotiable. They are mandatory, no excuses.
You have to be there.
So my business coach in my calendar for the next year, he is already in there every single consecutive 2 weeks at certain time of the day and week. Um, I usually have my 9 o'clock calls with my coach on Fridays.
Okay.
And no matter what, I'm up at about 6:45, 7 o'clock. My yoga starts, and then I get into my prime state where I need to do my, coaching call with my coach every single Friday. Then 10 o'clock is my marketing meeting, which is my marketing team that meets with me on Zoom.
Right.
And we talk about the postcards, we talk about what's came on the market, what's sold, what's under contract, what potentially will be coming into the market. We talk about everything that we're going to be putting out there. That's mandatory 10 to 11 every single Friday. And then 11 o'clock on Friday, I talk to my social media coach. And she is my mandatory non negotiable. Nothing else could get in between.
And this is all happening on Friday.
All happening on
See,
Friday.
most people are out getting ready to party, and you're
No,
doing this. That's why I think it's great
that's
that
a recap.
people should hear this, right? Because think about it. Everybody wants to get into real estate. They want to
Yes,
be, but people don't realize how structured you have to
yes,
be successful.
very
It takes a
structured.
lot of structure and a lot of work.
A lot of work. So my social media, she is really somebody who is pushing me to go into this direction. To be honest with you, I have to give her credit. Jules, if you're hearing this, I want to say thank you because Jules really came into my life when she pushed me to be on camera.
Yep.
She is the one that actually believed in me and she pushed me to be on this podcast. And she's the one that really pushes me to come out of my comfort zone and to do the things that I do not want to do.
Yeah, it's not easy to do this.
It's not easy. I did not sign up to be an actress. I did not sign up to be on podcast. I don't have any characteristics in my DNA to be on camera
Yep.
or to speak out loud.
Yep.
But I think in life, you grow right at this turning points when you are uncomfortable.
Yep.
And to be uncomfortable is what makes us grow personally. And as I'm done by 12 noon on Fridays with all my business meetings, guess what? You find me in my kitchen. Because starting like about 2, 3, 4 o'clock, depending on my real estate, requirements and everything that's requested from me, I spend a lot of time with my mom. I take care of my mom on many different occasions and make sure that she is well taken care of. But in many cases, I cook for the family.
Right.
And Friday for me became non-negotiable because this used to be my father's favorite moment of getting us together on Fridays. And ever since my father passed,
right,
I took on the responsibility of being there for my family.
So you're like the binding
so
agent
I'm the
now.
binding mama.
Yeah.
You know, I like to have my Fridays together with family.
Right.
And now that I never shared this with public, I became a grandmother about 4.5 months ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
And, right now it's another duty and responsibility that I have to wear another hat.
Oh, yeah.
I can't even imagine me being in the role of grandmother.
I know.
But
at least you get to give them back when they act up and they're going crazy, because I'm in the same position. I have 2 little ones. I give them to my mom. My mom always says it, right? I have them for a couple hours and then you get rid of them. Bye.
Yes,
your son's problem after that. So you get to enjoy them.
Well, it's all about, doing, and then being.
Yeah.
And I also have another coach who actually coaches my mind and my mental state now after, the recent events that not too many people know exactly what happened. But I did have a recent event of a burglary in my house on Thanksgiving.
No. Jeez.
So I really had the 2 ways to look at it. I could sit and cry and get into deep depression, which I was definitely really going into that moment where things were getting very emotionally complicated for my mental state, where everything around me was just very devastating. But then I chose to really take a different turn, and I am working right now on my mental state to understand that everything that happens for the best reason. And this is how I pretty much go out there and really give more and produce more and deliver more to public and to the world and my family and my children.
Right.
And my daughter, in-law always questions me like, Mom, how do you always maneuver being from doing and doing from being?
Yeah.
And it's one word, prioritizing.
Yeah, that's it.
Priorities of my granddaughter right now,
Yep.
Once a week that I want to be with her. I know that she's growing. She is absolutely the most beautiful,
it goes fast.
Beautiful being that I manifested in this life. I remember doing my yoga and envisioning little beautiful baby just repeat after me. And this baby was just repeating after me. And when I told my daughter-in-law, I said, look, I think I envisioned a little baby repeat after me. And shortly after that, we find out that she's pregnant.
Yep.
So, I think it's always about just creating, building, and manifesting the beautiful life that we envisioned us to be in. And you, Sam, very, inspired by you that you also have a baby. Today wasn't easy for you, but you went against your comfort zone and you made this day happen. I want to thank you very much for doing this and really pushing yourself out of your comfort zone to get this done.
Thanks, Olga. It's great being here, and aside from the motivational stuff, which helps me to get through my day and learn and grow, I agree. So it's good to be here. So thanks for having me.
Thank you. I think people need to know that we are real people, and we also go through life, and our homes sometimes get also broken into.
Yeah.
And things do happen. And with that, it motivates me to see what public and people really do need to hear from us. And my journey is to really go out there and to deliver the best version of Olga. And working on myself every single day. I don't watch TV, if that's another thing you want to know.
Wow.
I don't drink and I don't watch TV. I simply don't have the time. I think, everything that I do in real estate is, every spare moment that I get, sometimes it goes into a midnight that I still work and I still respond to people's messages and I still want to communicate with everyone that absolutely needs my undivided attention. But absolutely, my kids, my family comes as priority. And tonight, I have a big party to go to.
Very nice.
And I'm very happy that I pretty much prioritized this event today to really fit into my schedule that I could then go and enjoy with my
Yeah,
family.
yeah, yeah, exactly. I love it.
Thank you, Sam.